How are you, my fans, sneak peepers, and curious friends? I am difficult and demanding. If you want to know my real name, then hold still, and I might bring your wish to fruition. Before we begin, you can find this podcast show in iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Blueberry, Google Play Music, TuneIn, YouTube, and Stitcher. Now, unlike the other people in your life, I actually care about what you think. So meet me halfway, take a tiny moment, and give my podcast and each episode a review rating. This is the I'm Difficult and Demanding podcast, keeping it real, uncensored, and shooting straight between the eyes. The third eye, that is. I am going to hit you with explicit truth. This solo show is outrageously honest and keenly witty with a view into life. Yes, I said life. That's what we do every day when we wake up from sleeping. We are living life. Well, some of us at least. Moreover, I hope to provide you with gut-wrenching laughter and a touch of wisdom. Let's get something straight. Really, really straight. I am truly, actually, habitually, and shamelessly difficult and demanding, and I completely own it. Now, I don't ask for much because I expect and receive it all. I firmly believe that if you expect shit, you will receive shit. What does that mean? Well, it means expect nothing but the best and don't settle for less. As always, I, your host, Tara, am keeping it real and uncensored. Have you missed me? Well, luckily for you, it is time to unplug from your life and dive all into episode 36 of the I'm Difficult and Demanding podcast. Who are you? Why don't you know? Don't you want to know? Can we see you together? I want to see your bare, naked truth. I want to see the true you. How does a text from an unknown number scheduling a quote-unquote dick appointment go viral? Well, you've got to listen to this episode to find out. Before I begin, I am going to do a call out. What's a call out? Well, it's not a shout out. I am calling out you motherfucking lurkers. If you have entered my world, then be honest with yourself about it. You want to be here, and you know I want you here, so follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Finally, climb aboard and enjoy the entire show, because I am giving you plenty of ridiculous honesty. Once the podcast episode ends, I am keeping it going on my Instagram page at Difficult and Demanding and on my Twitter page at Mrs. D&D. Who are you? Huh? Who are you? Oh, you think my question is asinine. What's asinine is that you can't or won't answer my motherfucking question. Who are you? I want to know you. Show me. Show yourself to me. Show me. Can you? Will you? Oh, you're confused. Come on. I need to see you. I want to see you. I have to see you. Will you show me who you are? Still confused. Let's try this again. Who are you? What are you? How are you this way? I'm asking and you're not telling. What are you scared of? Or is it that you don't know? Huh? You don't know? Why don't you know? I want to see you. I need to see you. Don't you want to know? Don't you want me to know? Don't you need to see? Can we see you together? Can we strip you of all layers, layer for layer? If you don't want to participate, then I'm going to strip you. I am going to take each and every layer away. I'm going to take it all away. All of your pretenses, false images, self-imposed limitations, and conforming choices. I want your bare, naked truth. I need to see the true you. Since you are too scared or don't give a fuck, I am going to take charge. I'm shredding all of your bullshit. I'm going for gold. To get your gold, I am going to clear away all unwanted material, debris, and soot. Are you now ready to find and see the gem of a person that you are? Some of y'all motherfuckers are thinking, fuck that. Why do I want to do some stupid shit like that? My life is great. It's fine. I don't have time for this bullshit. I have carefully crafted my facade. It's perfection at its best. So fuck what it is. Fuck who I am. So what if I feel hollow, empty, void, and almost dead on the inside? I can mask that shit too. I have an escape plan for all of the fuck all stuff that's in me, for all the uncomfortable things in my life. I can run forever. I might not be able to outrun, but if I am steady and I pace myself, I can run for eternity. Yes, that's what some of y'all are thinking. But what if I told you that you may think you're running, but your ass is not moving at all? Yeah, you're not moving at all. Your ass is in the same original location where you motherfuckers first started running. You're full jogging in place. How bad can you actually be? And how good are you actually are? This is what the fuck I said. You're running from yourself with your fake ass facades and all that. And I asked you, who are you? And how bad can you really be? And how good are you actually are? You can't even begin to answer those questions until you look. Are you willing to look with me? Are you? If not, will you allow me to unveil you? I can go at whatever pace you find the greatest comfort, but we are going to do this shit. Do you understand me? So why don't you know who you are? And you think this is a very simple question, but it's not a simple question. Why do you not know who you are? I mean, you've been with you since the beginning of your life. And a lot of us like to say that we're confused, we don't know, we're unsure. Why don't you know who you are? You spend the most time with yourself compared to anyone else. But you expect someone else to understand, to know you, to embrace you. But you don't do the shit for yourself. And when someone asks you who you are, you give that same superficial bullshit. You give titles. Yeah, you give titles. Where you went to school, what you do, all that other irrelevant bullshit. And that's not who you are. That's not who you are. See, you're confused. You're always motherfucking confused when it comes to me. I asked you, why don't you know who you are? You're spending time connecting with people on social media. You're doing all these other things, getting to know people. How in the fuck you gonna get to know someone else when you don't even know your damn self? And if you don't know how to get to know yourself, how in the hell are you gonna get to know someone else? Listen to what I said. You guys are spending time connecting. Whether it be social media, dating apps, or whatever else you're doing out there to connect. You're trying to connect with motherfuckers and you don't know who the fuck you are. How you gonna connect to another motherfucker when you don't know who you are? You got to know who you are to be able to connect. If this person knows who they are and you don't know who you are, you can never have a motherfucking connection. You can't have a connection. One of y'all motherfuckers are dead, meaning the motherfucker who doesn't know who they are, you don't exist. A non-existing person cannot connect with an existing person. So why don't you know who you are? And why haven't you pumped the brakes to try to figure out who the fuck you are? Why don't you know? And matter of fact, why don't you want to know? You want someone else to figure you out? You want someone else to tell you who the fuck you are? Or you're just mirroring and reflecting everybody else? Which one is it? If you are not doing the work and you want someone else to put that effort and work into getting to know you, no one can actually get to know you better than you getting to know you. You have first-hand access to you. No one, no other living being can go into the depths of who you are to get to know you. Only you can do that. Unless this other person possesses your motherfucking body and soul, they can't help you know you. All they can do is show you to you. Yeah, that's what the hell I said. All they can do is show you to you. You know how they show you to you? They make you feel inadequate. They make you feel confused. They make you feel lost. Yeah, that's what they're going to reflect. They're going to reflect all your issues back to you. And that is usually a sign for you to figure out who the fuck you are. So why don't you want to know? Because you feel very inclined to get to know other people, right? You take the time, the energy, you make the effort to get to know others. Why you want to know someone else? Why are you so curious about someone else? You think they can distract you from who you are? You think they can distract you from the ugliness that you see? How long do you think that distraction is going to last? How much do you think that motherfucking distraction is worth? What are you going to do? You just going to move from one person to the next and start the whole process over and over again, right? Once someone starts getting too close or they start showing you too much of yourself that you don't want to see, then you drop their ass and you move on to another person and you start that process again. But you tell me you want to connect. No, you don't want to connect. You want to stay motherfucking connected. You want to stay disconnected. You're disconnected from yourself and you're disconnected from others, but you're giving everyone else the impression that you are trying to make a connection. No, you don't want to make a connection. You don't make a connection at all. Why do you have the impression that you can escape? Why do you have the impression that you can escape you? Where do you actually think you can go? Why do you want to escape you? This is a magic thing, and I don't know where we get this stuff from, because when we're born on this earth, let's just assume we have a clean slate, a clean, good slate. With a clean, good slate, why wouldn't you want to indulge in that, relish that, love that, adore that, respect that? At what point in time in our lives do we start looking at our clean, good slate and start piling shit on top of it? Dust. When does that happen? How does that happen? How do you go from absolute purity to wanting to avoid that purity? Not see that purity? Yeah, it's a very deep and it's a very complex question, because I'm just thinking, I have 2 children. They came into this world. They are innocent. All they know is what they feel and what they see. So through the course of their life, what they feel and see becomes very extensive based on their experiences. And if their experiences are scary, are insecure, unreliable, inconsistent, at some level, that begins to translate into their esteem, their self-esteem, their self-worth. And then if it happens too many times, as you grow, as you mature, you start to believe that you are not worthy. You start to believe that you are not adequate. Because the people around you have showed you that unless you show me this, you will not receive my love and attention. Yeah, you're confused. Don't be confused, and don't be motherfucking scared either. Listen to what the fuck I said. You came into this world pure, a pure love. And at some point in time, as you grew and mature, people start showing you little subtle clues, and those subtle clues became more brazen as you got older, that says, if you don't look like this, if you don't behave like this, if you do not think like this, then that means you're not worthy. You're not worthy of my time, effort, love, and attention. Yeah. Yes. When your child has a different opinion than you, how do you handle that shit? When your child is mirroring back who you are and you don't like that shit, do you go back and you reflect? Or do you tell that child they don't know what the fuck they're talking about? You see, the tiniest things that we do, those seedlings of actions that we do, they start imparting in us that we are not good enough as we are. And that shit rolls over until adulthood. Yes, it rolls over. So when I ask you, why don't you know who you are? You know why you don't know who you are? Because you were told and you were showed in one way or the other that who you are doesn't matter. So you're thinking, well, if who I am doesn't matter, and if me being who I am doesn't get me the love, the time, and the attention, and respect I deserve, why in the fuck am I going to invest my energy in getting to know me? What I need to do is I need to invest my energy and showing people what the fuck they want to see and giving other people my time and attention. And hopefully in turn, I will get some love back. You see, but that shit doesn't work. And it doesn't work for long because you're still feeling hollow and empty. So then this monster, this need of yours, it just grows and grows and grows. And you try to shut it up. But that's you trying to talk to you. And you keep trying to outrun you, run away from you, think you can escape. The more time and energy you invest in another, trying to connect with another instead of connecting with yourself, you're trying to run from you. And all you is trying to do is to get you your attention, to spend time with you. But no, you don't want to do that shit. You want to talk to Becky. You want to talk to Samantha. You want to talk to Tom and Fred. You want to Ron. You want to do all that shit. You want to do any and everything besides you. Because that reminds you of when you were small and younger and you were basically shown that you are not important enough to receive the love that I have for you unless you behave a certain way, think a certain way. And that's not cool. It's not true. So I'm going to ask you a question. When do you think you started crafting your facade image? Your facade image was carefully being crafted since you were of the smallest age. Yes, it's being cultivated. It is very difficult for most parents to parent a child, guide a child, and to allow them to blossom into whatever they need to be. Yeah, it's difficult. Because you want to control, you want to steer, you want to mold. You can't mold shit. All you can do is put like these guards, these rails, and give them a child's safety to maneuver and allow them to kind of bump against it and become their own being. Our approach to parenthood is very static and it needs to be dynamic. It cannot be static because like I told you before, we're all different human beings. You have two children. You know their souls, their spirits are completely different. How can you actually truly interact with them in the same way? You have to be dynamic and adjust and adapt for their personality traits and who they are. And I tell my children all the time, 1, life is not fair. 2, you can't get what your sister gets all the time, and your sister can't get what you get all the time because you're different. Your needs are different. Your wants are different. Your expectations are different. Because of your age, there's differences. Because of your gender, your sexual, things are different. So if I'm already telling them that there are some differences and similarities and they can understand that and they're able to grow and blossom, they are very adaptive, balanced, grounded people. You know, people, even as a child, they're just young versions of becoming an adult. They need the room to grow and blossom and explore. Our job is to keep them safe and to guide them, not to impart this facade of an image of the type of person that they need to be, because they can never live up to that shit. That is why a lot of you are struggling. You're trying to live up to some shit that's not real, that's fraud based, that you were never meant to attain. The person who gave you that shit has never even met those objectives. So why in the fuck are you trying to measure up to some shit that no one has been able to reach, which leaves you feeling inadequate and like a failure? Now, why have you maintained it? Because you don't know any better. You know something is missing. You know something is hollow within you, but you can't figure out what the fuck it is because you've been so programmed and conditioned to cater, to adjust, to adapt, to give, to appease another motherfucker that you don't realize the only person you need to appease is yourself.
Let all those other fraud son of a bitches around you fall the fuck to the ground, and let real people who deserve to be around you come around you. But as long as you keep this fake ass facade and these fucking fake ass people around you, you will never know or truly understand who you are and what you can become. You're maintaining it out of a habit, and it's a bad goddamn habit. It's a really, really bad habit. Have you received any real tangible long-term benefits from the shit? No. That's why you feel so deeply sad and disturbed inside, and you're trying to escape, whether it be partying or fucking swiping left, right, hooking up with people, making fucking dick appointments or whatever. I mean, that's why. Because you are not complete. You're trying to plug in a motherfucking hole, and the hole that you're trying to plug, it's hungry. It's ferocious. It has a never-ending appetite. You could never fill the void of you within you with this superficial bullshit. The only way you can satiate that beast within you is to turn around and acknowledge you. You need to turn around and acknowledge you. No one else can do that for you. No other soul, quote unquote, soulmate, soul friend, or whatever the fuck you think you have in your life can satiate your beast. Your beast wants you. That inner demon in you wants you. And it will not stop doing whatever it needs to do, whether it has to come close to destroying you, until you pay attention to that shit. So long-term benefits? No. The only thing you do is, the longer you ignore you, the more tougher your life is going to become. The more fuck all people are going to come in your life, and the more you're going to suffer. And eventually you will get a clue, and you will start reflecting within, saying, okay, what the fuck is up? What the fuck is up with me? But people don't do that. You go straight to the doctor, you go get a prescription, and you try to numb that shit that way. But you and I both know, one, the medication doesn't work. It's temporary, and it has a whole bunch of motherfucking side effects. So you're adding more problems on top of more problems. Did I mention on top of more motherfucking problems? Problems deserve solutions, people. If you don't solve a goddamn problem, it becomes more problems. So you're better off solving it when it is simple versus when it becomes very complex and very difficult to dissect. What are some ways that we escape ourselves? Well, I know some people, they water themselves down. Others, they hide it completely. Some, the son of a bitch is dead. Now, what do I mean by this? There's some people who have very vivacious, vibrant personalities. And because of societal norms or how we are told that we need to behave or how we need to be, you tone that shit down. You tone it down. Some people tone that shit down so much they might as well be dead because they're not even them. They're a clone, a drone, a motherfucking robot. And then you have other people, they hide that shit. They show people whatever the fuck they want to see. Yes, they show people whatever. They're so motherfucking, they're unbelievable. They're transparent, which means they will absorb who or whatever's around them, and that is what they will become. And then you have others, that part of them is fucking dead. It's in a coma. They don't even know it exists until something, a catalyst, sparks that bitch and it rises from the motherfucking dead. So which one are you? Are you watering it down? Are you hiding it completely? Or is your shit dead? Well, me personally, my shit was RIP for a long motherfucking time. Every time I got a glimpse of it, a part of my personality, I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But I had no clue. My shit is ferocious. It's fucking fierce. And you know what? I embrace it. I own it. I love it. If a motherfucker can't take my heat, then you get the fuck out of my kitchen. This is who I am. Now, how do I harness that energy and balance it? Well, I acknowledge it. I respect it. And I try to harmonize and balance with it. But this is who I am. I cannot be anything other than who I am. And if someone around me that can't appreciate that, then you know what? You know what needs to be removed? I don't need to remove my fine motherfucking self. No, I stay here as is. It's the son of a bitch who can't take that shit. Because there's people for everybody. If you're mild, there's mild people. If you're ferocious, there's other people who can meet your energy. You just got to get to know who you are and start finding people who you resonate with. Don't kill yourself to try to appease a group of people who are not worthy of you. Fuck that shit. Find people who are worthy of you instead of walking around with people who are basically not supporting and helping you become who you need to be. So what is your end game? Meaning, how long can you maintain this shit? Well, some people maintain this shit for all of their lives. And they're miserable as hell. You become sick. your divorce. Anything can happen how it shows itself. But at the end of the day, you are the same lonely, scared, miserable, hollow person that you were when you were a young person. You can become that same shit as an adult. It ages you. It just makes everything not good from the inside out. So you're better off making the changes and adjustment now and getting to know yourself before you do some stupid shit or it impacts your health, your well-being, your lifestyle. You really got to think hard. Why am I running for myself? Life, I told you before, is you're meant to be happy. So you can either embrace the changes that are going on in your life or you can resist the change. But if you resist the shit, then you're beckoning more difficult people and circumstances in your life. So if you have things popping up that's causing you to say, okay, why did I do that? Who am I? You know, that is a sign for you to turn around, do some thinking, do some digging, do some research on yourself and get to know yourself so you can avoid having a very, very, very difficult life. The universe seeks to balance out everything. Everything is about balance. So when you are hiding, guess what it does? I told you before, if you are not doing the work that you need to do, bad shit's going to keep happening to you until you get a motherfucking clue. Yes, you need to get a goddamn clue. Y'all think that bad shit just happens to good people. Shit happens to everyone because we have our own journey. We have our own growth that we have to encounter. Now, what the part y'all not getting is that when you encounter something that's a little bit uncomfortable, embrace it, learn from it, and run the fuck from it. When I say run from it, means heal, learn, grow, and move on. If you ignore it, it's going to get more complex, more painful, more shocking, more disrupting, and it's going to keep going until you get your shit together. Yes, that's how it works. When you see the first little sign, deal with it then, move the fuck on. If you don't do it, that's how your life starts imploding and exploding. And you're going to get more people and situations that come to you that will shake your world from the inside out. I can't make this more simple for all of you people. I can't. If something is bothering you, I don't care if you think it's big, medium, small, extra large, extra small. If it bothers you because you are important, that means it is important. You just can't pay attention to things in your life that's the size large and extra large. No, fuck that shit. You see, before something comes large and extra large, it was extra, extra small. And because you ignored it, it eventually became large and extra large. Hint, hint, clue, clue, got it, get it, good. Deal with the shit when it's extra small and small. Don't wait till things in your life become medium, large, extra large. Nip that shit in the bud early. If it bothers you, whether it's small or not, the size doesn't motherfucking matter. It's the quality. And if anything causes you pain or discomfort or irritation, that is quality at its best. And that's a sign for you to figure out what the fuck it is and deal with it. Don't be scared. How can you be scared of you? You know you. Well, you should try to get the fucking know you. But even if you don't know you, you still know you better than you can know any other motherfucker you encounter on the street. Family, friend, stranger, you still stand a better chance with yourself than with another person. Get to know you. What would you do if you met or encountered someone or something that brought you out of your shell or from your hiding place? Listen to what I said. I said people have different ways of dealing with who they are or who they may think they're not or whatever. Some people water it down, some people hide from it, and some people it's dead. Now let's say a circumstance or a person was put in front of you that sparked your shit. Sparked it like an ignition, sparked your shit. Wanted to bring it out of the closet, brought it up from the motherfucking dead, and caused you to go from watered down to 100 proof. If you don't know what 100 proof is, that's for people who like to drink. You go from watered down, 75%, 80% watered down to 100% foolproof strength. You met someone who brought your shit out of the closet. Like, damn, that's me. I didn't know that was me. Or woke your shit up from the dead like a motherfucking vampire that's been sleeping forever. What would you do? What would you do when you felt that surge of energy in your life that you never felt before? That is addictive and it's radiating and it's invigorating and it just brings life to you. What would you do? Are you going to run from it? Hide? Ignore it? You can't do any of that shit Because what happens is once you start to get a feeling, a glimpse of who you are, and that person that you've basically tried to keep in a coma, keep in prison, locked away, or keep it filtered down, once that baby gets awoken, you can't put it back to sleep. And it's no accident that it's being awakened. It's no accident. Because it's your time to rise. It's your time to go from watered down to foolproof who you are. It's your time to come out the motherfucking closet and be who you are. And for others like myself, it's time to rise from the motherfucking dead and stand in your truth and be who you are. That's what it is. And when it's your time, there's nothing you can do about that shit but embrace it. Do you understand? Embrace it. What if that person or thing that made you come to life and gave you a surge of bliss that you could not ever have fathomed caused you to have to deal and see who you are and made it so that you couldn't run away from it, you couldn't hide from it? So your choices are to run to it and embrace it or try to run away from it. But I told you before, when you run, your shit gets fucked up. Sunrise to sun up. It gets fucked up. Yeah. So I suggest you run to the bitch. You run to it. You embrace it. You learn and you fucking learn motherfucking fast and on your feet. Don't run from it. Things that come across your path, that is no accident. It is meant to be. And if it's stirring these things within you because it's time, it's meant to be. And it's time for you to be who you are. So if you're listening to this episode right now, let me tell you, hint, clue, motherfucking clue. It's your time. Because you wouldn't be listening to me right now talking about this specific topic if you weren't having some stirrings within you, some urges within you, a little voice within you saying, I'm tired of being suffocated and stifled. I want to breathe. I want to live. I want to see the life. I want to show the world who I am. That's why you're listening to me right now, because it is your time. Luckily for you, I'm trying to give you some clues on how to embrace this transition so it doesn't impact you negatively. While you're going through this transition, you're going to have issues of yours that pop the fuck up. Don't run from that. Turn around, look that shit square in his face. Say, hello, how are you? What the fuck is up? Let's learn, let's heal, let's grow. Stop running from you. Embrace you. You will have the most fun with you. You will get the most love from you. And everything else you receive from everyone else, that shit is gravy. It's gravy. So, now what do you do? What do you do about the situation? You have two options. You can have the freedom to be the real you, or do you keep maintaining your self-imposed image, perception shackles? Do you keep those shackles on yourself? Do you want freedom to be you, or do you want to keep yourself shackled? When life is knocking on your door, bringing you out to the foreground, bringing you to the forefront, I suggest you embrace the motherfucking freedom. If you don't embrace it, all the things you love and hold near and dear, all that shit will be stripped away from you slowly but surely or very quickly. And that is a treacherous route to go. If you are listening to me right now, it is your clue to embrace the change, pace yourself, and move forward. Because if you don't, you're going to come back to me in a future day saying, Tara, difficult and demanding, you were right. Shit, I fucked up. I didn't listen. And now my life is a fucking wreck. Don't wait for that. Embrace the shit. Have you seen or do you realize the costs and benefits of either choice? Yeah, whether you embrace freedom and freedom of being yourself, or you keep yourself shackled to the self-imposed image and perceptions, both paths have sacrifice. Both have a cost. Both have benefits. One has short, medium, and long-term benefits. Another has short-term benefits. It's a matter of your preference. But if you choose to be yourself in freedom, you're going to lose some people and shit that's near and dear to your life. But you will find peace, security, balance, and happiness. And whatever you lost will be replaced 3, 4, 5-fold with what is right for you. If you continue down your path of being shackled to some fake ass false images and presenting this version of yourself that you think everyone else will see, it's not going to work. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be depleted. You're going to end up depressed, anxious, sick, Whatever you choose, you may be already there right now. The shit doesn't work, because if it worked, you would be happy. So if you're not happy, that means whatever the fuck you're doing is not working. And you might want to evaluate a path that has a much bigger quantity of benefits for you than the perceived costs. But that's just my opinion. What would you like to know how sacrifices evolve with any of the choices you make? Well, with all choices, there is a cost. And like I said, depending on your life, the people in your life, and who you are and what you choose to be, and how far you are from who you truly are, will depend on how great the sacrifice is. If you've been in denial about who you are for the longest time, you're going to have a huge amount to sacrifice. But if you've been slowly but surely moving forward and embracing who you are, who you truly are, and making those slight adjustments every day, every moment of the day, then your sacrifice is going to be much less. So it really depends on where you are on your path, on your journey, as far as becoming the true you or not. The further you are away from the true you, you're going to have a lot to lose, and it's going to make your path much more difficult, but you can overcome it and get to where you need to be. If you've been doing your work, you probably won't notice much at all. You'll probably, ride that shit like it's a motherfucking, surfboard on a great wave and do it flawlessly and easy. So you have to think about where you are and how you've been living your life and how you've been handling yourself. And that will determine the quantity of sacrifice. But there is no choice, good or bad, without sacrifice. Every choice you make, good or bad, whatever you think is good or bad, there's going to be a sacrifice to it. Seriously, you can't avoid it. Real talk. Not all of us are cut from the same cloth, meaning some won't and can't be anything but fake. Did you hear what the fuck I said? Some of y'all may try and fail because you aren't with the right stock to give you what you need to be the true version of yourself. You can hope, you can wish, you can pray. It ain't going to happen. And then for those of you who are with the right cloth, who got it, are you ready to step the fuck up to the plate and lead by example? Yeah. Can you help those who are not cut from the right cloth, who don't have the strength of character to do what they need to do? Can you help lead them and guide them until maybe one day they have that? Can you? Will you? It's some shit for y'all to think about. You see, part of being you and receiving the blessings of being you, the blessings, the bliss, and the happiness that comes along with that, is that it comes with some responsibility. Yes, it comes with responsibility. You have to show others how you do that shit, how they can do that shit. So we can all become happy, blissful, peaceful, balanced people. Because if you can't do it, that means you haven't truly, fully embraced who the fuck you are. And that means you still have work to do. So we all have a responsibility to our individual selves, and we have a responsibility to our collective selves. And you need to remember that shit. There's some things that are isolated and there's some things that are not, but we're all interconnected. You're doing work for you to benefit others. Did you hear what the fuck I said? The work you do for you is to benefit you and others. It's not solely for you. It's to help make everything better for all of us. So I asked you, can you and will you lead by example? You need to be able and ready to answer that question at some point in your life. But first, you got to do the work for yourself and go digging. Can you handle the judgment that will arise from the weak and the meek? Yes, when you decide to go down the path of being who you are and living life, your truth, your life, you always going to have some sons of bitches. I like to call them haters. Y'all familiar with the word haters? I'm sure you are. Who got some shit to say. Yeah, people always got shit to say. Can't do shit, but got shit to say. Did you hear what the fuck I said? You got a lot of motherfucking people who can't do shit, but always got some shit to say. They can't step the fuck up to the base to bat, but they'll sit the fuck in the bleachers running their motherfucking mouth. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm talking about those motherfuckers. And there's going to be a lot of them who has an opinion about you, what you do, how you look, what you're doing. Can you handle that? Can you weather and withstand that shit? Because when you become secure within yourself and know who you are, that should help you be able to weather and withstand bullshit. Because at the end of the day, just because someone says something, it doesn't make that shit true. And just because they say it and it is motherfucking true, doesn't mean you have to give a fuck. Do you understand? The only person that you need to care about and what they think is you and only you. And until you get to know you, you're at a loss. You're relying on other people's shit. So stop relying on other people's shit and start relying on your opinion. And you can't know your opinion until you know you. So it kind of works hand in hand. Do you understand? What's the true value of another's opinion? Guys, I've said this in another episode. Opinions are like motherfucking assholes. Everyone has one, and shit comes out of assholes. So to me, the value of someone else's opinion, it's neither here nor there. It doesn't mean anything to me unless I choose to make it mean something to me. Do you understand? No one's opinion means anything to me unless I choose to make it worthy. Do you understand? I suggest you take that same approach also. Now, if someone says some shit and that causes you to be hurt, unsettled, insecure, confused, that's a sign for you to do some digging, some healing, and move the fuck on. But if you've done your work, there's nothing that a motherfucker could say to you that should impact your movement, your growth, your step. You should keep that shit a moving because there's always going to be people who got some shit to say but can't do shit. So then you understand who these people are. Give them the respect they do. And cease to pay attention to their ass because they're not worthy of your time, energy, and attention. You keep it moving. Don't let anyone slow your roll. And the value of someone else's opinion is only valuable if you make it valuable. If you determine that shit is not worth anything, then guess what? It's not worth anything. Do you have a way or a plan to keep people's opinion of you static the same? No. You can't do shit about someone else's opinion, which is why I asked, what is the value of someone else's opinion? Someone can love you today and can't stand your motherfucking ass tomorrow. If you're too busy trying to manage and control someone's opinion of you to keep it to be the same thing, you're wasting a lot of time and energy. Most people don't know their asses from a motherfucking can of paint or a fucking jug of milk. So how in the hell are you going to rely or use their opinion of you as some measurement of something? Most people don't know who the fuck they are, what the fuck they want. So why in the hell are you relying on what the fuck they think? The only person that should matter is you. Who you are, what you think, what you want. You are the only one that matters. And your opinion is the only one that matters. Fuck them and what they think. Fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Now, if they say some shit you like, take that shit. They say some shit you don't like, ignore that shit. Yep, that's selective. You need to be motherfucking selective in life. Have fucking standards. People come up to me all the time and leave fucking side face shit on my social media pages or comments. I don't give a fuck what these motherfuckers think. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You think because I put myself out there, share my opinions, that I'm putting myself out in the public spaces, you can come talk to me motherfucking sideways? No, motherfucker. No, no, no. Let me tell you how this shit works. You don't exist until I tell you you motherfucking exist to me. You don't exist until I give you life. What that means, yeah, you have a life outside of me, but your life is meaningless to me unless I tell you you are worthy of something of me, which means I keeps it moving. I keeps moving forward. I don't pay attention to bullshit. I may use it as inspiration, as creativity, but I don't waste my time on shit that doesn't help me move or progress where I need to go. Do you think that your will is that powerful to control others and to help you continue running and hiding? Your will can be broken if you haven't learned that the hard way. You go through enough hardship, strife. Your will can and will be broken. For some of you, you know what I'm talking about. For others, you think I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's okay. Your will can't do shit. It may make you think that you can. It may make you think that you're progressing and hiding. Your will is meaningless. Because whatever's going to be is going to motherfucking be. So you embrace the change. You accept the things that you cannot change. And you be smart enough to know the difference. That is all you can do. You cannot go through a brick wall with your motherfucking head. But you can use your head to go around it, to go under it, to go over it. So what I'm suggesting for you to do is to get to know yourself so you know what's important to you. Embrace yourself Plug those holes so you don't need those fake images and facades, and you don't waste your life force, your energy on being something that you're not. Why not be the best version of you? You can't be your best until you know all the rest of you. Not the shit that you were conditioned and programmed to be. You. How do you get to know you? It takes time. But you give you clues. Things that make you happy, that's a clue. Things that don't make you happy, that's a clue. Everything is a sign to help you figure out who the hell you are. But you got to learn how to watch and listen and learn. And it will come together for you. So stop pretending and be courageous enough to show people the real you. You can't have a real connection when you're not being the real you. So you need to decide, do you want facade connections or do you want a real human soulful connection? You choose what the fuck you want. You choose what type of life you want to have. But I'm telling you now, life is meant for living. It's not meant to be fucking tolerated. So when you're willing to step up to the plate, take the reins, take ownership of who you were, who you are right now, and who you are going to decide to be tomorrow, then your life, you will start to live at that moment. And you will correct all the fucked up shit you've been taught and been doing. You will slowly get rid of that shit to fully blossom to be the best version of yourself. But hey, this is my opinion. You do what the fuck you want to do. But if you want a simple, easy life, this is the way to go about it. You want to keep doing what the fuck you're doing? That's your prerogative. That's your choice. But don't say that you're cursed and your life is fuck all. Your life is not fuck all. You're fuck all. This is the end of my Coming to My World segment. Stick around. I'm talking about some things in the news. But like I said, I hope you've learned something. Even if you take away a small seed of what I've said, that can grow into something beautiful. You're already beautiful on the inside and out. Only question I'm asking you is, are you willing to go see you and see the beauty within you and stop putting on all this bullshit, these fucking costumes and makeup that you're wearing to show people what they want to see? Show people who you are. And you'll have more people who truly love you than your fake ass fucking friendships and relationships you have right now. So that's all for this Coming to this world segment, and stay tuned for the next part. Thank you guys. All right, everyone. So I read an article, and that article, I'm laughing because it's ridiculous. A guy received a text message from an unknown number, and the text message actually said, "I'm making you come at 12 on Friday." Yes, it said, "I am making you come at 12 on Friday." So when he received the text message, he assumed that it was from a random girl, because he barely saves numbers on his phone. So you got this fool who gives out his phone number to random chicks, okay? And he gets a text from an anonymous number, because he doesn't save any phone numbers, saying, "I'm making you come at 12 on noon." I'm like, shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, guys, some of you may consider me middle-aged and all, and, I've been married for a long damn time. But to receive a text message saying, "I'm making you come at 12 on Friday," he automatically assumed that it was of a sexual nature. Like, what the fuck are you people doing out here nowadays? It's unbelievable. So he gets the text message, and he got irritated at the assertion and being told where he needed to be for a potential dick appointment. Yes. This motherfucker thought someone was taking his time and taking his dick at the same time and was scheduling his dick for an appointment. Now, what that tells me is this motherfucker is smashing every which way, 24/7, left, right. Random doesn't even begin to describe where the fuck he's sticking his motherfucking wick. If you don't know what a wick is a goddamn dick in this circumstance. You got the candle with the wax and you got the wick. The wick would be his dick and the candle wax would be the random motherfucking chick that he's talking about. So he thought some chick that he met was scheduling his dick for an appointment. And he did not appreciate someone stealing his dick time because he already got his dick slotted for a whole bunch of other motherfucking bitches. Okay. So he responded back and he said, first off, you're not making me do shit. Okay. This is his response in a text message. First off, you're not making me do shit. Second off, I don't remember scheduling any dick appointments. Okay, so the motherfucker has just basically admitted to scheduling dick appointments. Now, what a dick appointment entails, I don't know. Maybe it's like a spa appointment. Maybe he's getting the shit waxed. Maybe he's getting it licked. Maybe he's getting the shit sniffed, fondled, toddled, bounced up and down, twirled all around. I don't know. But this motherfucker schedules dick appointments. Hopefully just for himself. But hey, he may be scheduling other motherfuckers at the same goddamn time. But the fact is, this son of a bitch makes dick appointments. Okay? Dick appointments. As it turns out, after he responded saying, I don't recall making any dick appointments, and he thought it was from a random girl, the text that originally said, I'm making you come at 12 on Friday, was from his boss. Yes, the text message was actually from his boss. And the boss replied, because after he said, I don't recall scheduling any dick appointments, the boss replied via text saying, this is your boss. I got a new number. Aw, shit. That's why you don't go around giving your motherfucking number out, 1, and 2, you start storing names and numbers. Because before you assume that's a random motherfucker trying to schedule your dick, you got to know who the fuck you're talking to. You gotta know who the fuck you're talking to. How many one night stands is this motherfucker having that he assumes that someone's making dick? Is his dick that motherfucking good that people gonna schedule his dick without asking? Huh? Unannounced dick scheduled appointments. Is that what the fuck is going on? Is his shit that motherfucking good that random people got his number saying, yeah, motherfucker, I want your dick now. Your bitch has been slotted at 12 noon and you better meet me at this location. Like, really? That's called a hoe. That's called a jigger hoe. That's called a gigolo. And I don't think he's getting paid for his motherfucking services. So after he found out it was his boss, naturally, he was shook. His ass was shook from the inside motherfucking out and from the outside in. He said when he found out it was his boss, he was super nervous. Yeah, go motherfucking figure. Still, he hoped he could smooth it over and still planned to come in on Friday at noon. Yes, this fool thought that after he asked his boss whether she was scheduling a motherfucking dick appointment, he was going to show up on Friday at noon, dick at the appointment. Maybe he's going to use the dick to, transcribe some notes or some shit. I don't know. But this fool was going to show up anyway at Friday at noon to smooth it over. However, it wasn't going to be that easy because his boss texted him again and said he would be hearing from her to discuss the terms of his motherfucking employment. Yes, because if he is saying to his boss that you are trying to schedule me for a dick appointment, naturally, that's sexual harassment. That's a lawsuit. She has to be very careful with this. So when he got her text message saying that the terms of his employment needed to be discussed, he thought that he would cut his losses and share the mess on social media. Dumb on top of dumb, wrapped in stupid. That's called motherfucking stew. If you don't know what stew is difficult and demanding's definition of dumb plus dumb wrapped in motherfucking stupid. Stew. So he goes to social media. And of course, you don't know what the fuck to do. You know what you do? You post this shit on social media, right? You ask a whole bunch of random ass motherfuckers. You don't know if those motherfuckers are taking their medicine, if they're human, if they're a bot. You don't know what the fuck these son of a bitches are on social media. But if you want wise guidance and intelligence, you go to all of us on social media and you ask us what the fuck we think. Like, we're going to take your stupid bitch ass serious and give you an actual intelligent, wise response. But again, Stu was on a mission because he had already stuck his dick in his mouth, literally and figuratively, by sending that stupid ass text message. So he goes to social media because he wasn't sure what to do. And he asked strangers online. He received tons of suggestions, and things pretty much got out of hand very, very quickly when his text went viral. Yes, his shit went motherfucking viral. It went viral. You're shocked? Yeah, people like stupid shit. They like your stupid shit all the damn time. It went so viral that his entire office actually found out about it, including his boss. He received over 85,000 likes on this stupid shit. Now, what is the point of this story? It's about goddamn decision making and impulsiveness. How do you automatically assume that someone's scheduling you for a dick appointment? Like, before you even write that shit, shouldn't you say, who dat? If y'all don't know who dat is translation for who is this? Where did you get my number from? And why are you contacting me? That is a simple adult response. But this fool thinks, hey, someone scheduled me for a dick appointment. He didn't appreciate his dick being scheduled. Now, for some people, some of y'all nasty ass motherfuckers, you would take that shit as a goddamn compliment, right? Shit, someone scheduled your dick. Dick is on duty, right? Your dick will be on motherfucking duty. Let someone send you, your nasty ass motherfucker sitting over there, let someone send you a text saying, I am making you come at 12 noon. About 60% of you son of a bitches will be there at noon, dick on duty. Ready, erect, ready to go. Naturally, right? That makes sense. Why are you going to turn down a free motherfucking dick appointment? That's like a spa appointment. No bitch is going to turn down a fucking all-day spa treatment. So just like you nasty son of a bitches, if someone says, I got you scheduled for a dick appointment, your ass is coming at noon, guess what? Your ass is coming, and then you're going to motherfucking come, right? Yeah, that's how it works. Makes sense. So his text went viral, and he ended up having to quit his job. Well, he decided to quit his job because it became very awkward. And he said he had to quit his job because of Twitter. Twitter blew up the situation. Twitter didn't contact his bitch ass and say, look, motherfucker, I heard that you got scheduled for a fucking dick appointment at noon and someone's going to make your ass come. So your stu ass, if y'all don't know what stu is, I already told you, your stupid ass need to post those fucking text messages on Twitter. And then we are going to make your shit go viral. And because we made your shit go viral, you're going to have to quit your motherfucking job. Come on, you gonna blame Twitter for your stupidity? You gonna blame Twitter for your decision-making skills? You gonna blame Twitter for your nasty, sex-addicted motherfucking nymph ass, and you assuming that someone just, how you gonna assume someone just wanna make you come? Like, that is audacious and presumptuous at the same motherfucking time. What is on your dick that you would assume that you get a text message that a motherfucker wants to see your is it fucking gold plated? What is it made of steel? What the fuck is going on with your goddamn dick that you would assume someone saying, I'm making you come at 12? You assume it's a dick appointment. Now that tells me your bitch ass ain't really working at work. Your ass is fucking shirking and jerking, whacking and smacking on your motherfucking job. Because there's no way if you were actually working and focusing on typing some motherfucking notes, some goddamn meeting minutes, that you would automatically assume that your dick need to be on duty at 12 to come. Right? If I was your boss, I would automatically assume this motherfucker's not working. I need to give his ass some more work. You thinking about motherfucking dick appointments. How many dick appointments have you had this week? Huh? 1, 2, none? Dick appointment. Y'all asses be, people are just wild as hell. And then because of your poor decision-making skills and your impulsiveness, you're going to blame Twitter. What was responsible for you sending that stupid ass message about the dick appointment? Was it Twitter too? Or was your brain fucking tweeting when you sent that shit? Meaning you were misfiring. You didn't understand what the fuck is going on. Y'all need to learn how to slow your roll and pump your damn brakes before you react. And even if someone wanted to schedule you for a fucking dick appointment, does that mean that your dick gets summoned and automatically it just leaves your motherfucking body? It just pulls you to another direction? No, you're in control of yourself. Just because someone scheduled your punk ass for a fucking dick appointment, that doesn't mean you gotta show up. Did you not know that? Your dick stays with you. unless someone chops that shit off and sends it express mail to the motherfucker that is actually scheduling the dick appointment, your dick won't leave your body. So if your body decides to stay in place, then there's no dick appointment. So why would you get angry? Oh, I know why you got angry. Because your shit has been scheduled before and your dick got stood the fuck up, right? Naturally. Why else would someone get irritated about some shit like this? If you had a dick appointment scheduled on your ass, let's say the chick contacting you said, look, motherfucker, your dick is scheduled with me at 1 p.m. on Friday. Be there, dick on duty. You showed up, dick on duty in motherfucking hand. And the bitch is not there. You would be a salty ass motherfucker now, wouldn't you? So that's the only reason that I can actually imagine why a dude would get upset about someone sending him a text message saying, you got a dick appointment. Unless you've been stood up before. So now you're taking out your pent up hostility and rejection on an innocent motherfucker. You got to handle your dick appointment disappointments. Let me say it again. You have to handle your dick appointment disappointments with a lot more grace. So what, one chick stood you a fucking dick appointment? If you are scheduling dick appointments like that, then shit, you miss one, have a backup one. Don't let one missed motherfucking appointment cause you to lose your motherfucking job and your fucking tweets to go viral. No, people, you gotta think. Think before you react. Get details before you start shooting off of the motherfucking mouth. Yes, you said, oh, Tara, who the fuck are you? You run, your mouth runs probably 10 miles a motherfucking minute. Yes, my mouth may run that motherfucking fast, but I can guarantee you my brain is faster than my goddamn mouth. Did you catch that? Yes, my shit is at light speed, meaning my brain, and my mouth trails very closely behind it. So y'all think I'm just spouting off no, my shit ain't spouting. My brain is pushing that shit out of my mouth, and I think like that. That's how fast I work. Don't assume someone's scheduling your motherfucking dick because they said they want to make you come at 12. Use better sense. Use better judgment. Don't show your level of stew. 1. 2. Don't go blaming social media for your poor ass motherfucking choices. It was a poor choice to assume someone wanted your motherfucking dick. And it was a poor choice to put that shit on social media. And then you had to quit your motherfucking job. So then you missed out on coming at 12 o'clock noon on Friday. You've lost your motherfucking job. So you ain't got to worry about no one scheduling any more dick appointments on your ass because your bitch ass is broke, honey. Nobody scheduled dick's appointment with a broke motherfucker. Well, maybe if the shit is good, they may. But shit, if you're fucking with a bitch that got standards, your ass is lost. If you're fucking with a bitch that don't give a fuck, then I guess you're gonna get fucked. I don't know who the fuck cares. I'm saying I won't be scheduling your ass for no motherfucking dick appointments. You ain't got no motherfucking money. You ain't getting no honey. Simple as that. Think before you do shit. Get the details. Get your options. Figure that fucking shit out before you move. Life is like a fucking chessboard. You gotta move strategically. And even if it happened to be a motherfucking dick appointment, let's say you showed the fuck up on Friday at noon. Guess what? You can walk the fuck out. No one's gonna hold your motherfucking penis hostage. Well, a bitch may if it was right and tight, but shit, I don't know. Shit. All I'm saying is come locked, loaded, and ready. Meaning, if you're ready to pounce on her, you can pounce on her ass. If the bitch ain't right, you can bounce the fuck out. Whatever. Pounce or bounce. You gotta say it. If you like what you see, pounce on the bitch. If you don't like what you see, bounce on the bitch. Y'all don't understand what the fuck I said? Let's try this again. Someone scheduled you for a dick appointment. This is difficult and demanding advice. Someone scheduled you for a dick appointment. They didn't ask you what you thought. They don't care what the fuck you felt. They said, show the fuck up on Friday at noon. This is what you do. You don't know who it's from. Show the fuck up. If you like what the fuck you see, pounce on the hoe. If you don't like what the fuck you see, bounce on the hoe. You got the pounce or you get the bounce. Whatever the choice may be. But the catch is this. You always have a goddamn choice. You have a choice. Your dick is not going to leave your body unless the bitch slices the shit off. If she slices off, I can't help you with that shit because you should have came with some dick insurance or some dick protection when you come up, showing up to an appointment, a blind ass dick appointment. So you got to make sure your dick is insured. I can't talk about that. But you can either pounce or you can bounce or you can not show up at all and trust that your dick has a mind of its own and it knows to stay with this motherfucking owner. And if you don't know who the owner is, Stu, that would be you, motherfucker. That would be you. So I hope you got something from it. Found it hilarious. Think before you react. Think before you decide and take responsibility for your stupid ass motherfucking decisions. Grow the fuck up, people. Grow the fuck up. Are you disappointed this has come to an end? Well, it doesn't have to. Reach out and let me know what you think about this episode and my podcast. You can try and slide into my DM, but I will kick your ass out. So I suggest you hop into my DM on Instagram at Difficult and Demanding or Twitter at Mrs. D&D, or leave a comment on one of my posts. Now give. My episode links to friends, family, associates, frenemies. Hell, give it to your enemies. Actually, I don't give a damn who you give it to. Just give the shit to people and bring laughter to others and show your love for this podcast. Do you want to know where I find my creative inspiration? Well, it is from people in life. I was recently inspired by some comments left on one of my videos. So check out my newly released side show. It is called Who's Pathetic? You can get it by searching for Difficult and Demanding on YouTube or watch it on IGTV. Don't forget, I always have something for you on my Instagram page at Difficult and Demanding. Episode 37 will be here on August 3rd, 2018 from the I'm Difficult and Demanding podcast, keeping it real on the ridiculous world we live in.